Hey everyone, welcome to Malleus Gaming. I'm your host Malleus, and today in Armies of Renown, we're going to be taking a look at the meanest, greenest, smashiest gits this side of the World's Edge Mountains, Grimgor's Ardboyz. I'll be covering how to run this army with both the standard Greenskin roster in Total War Warhammer 3, as well as with some additional units from the expanded roster Greenskins Orc Pack created by Decomposed in the Steam Workshop. Real quick before we start, if you enjoy the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share, as it will really help out the channel and appease the YouTube algorithm gods.
Now, let's get crumpin'.
The army of Grimgor Ironhide had fought across the old world for years, constantly fighting against all manner of foes. Men, dwarfs, Skaven, and even other greenskins, all had fallen to the might of the Ironhide and his mighty horde. However, it was against the forces of chaos, led by Vardic Crom, the Conqueror, the Bringer of Storms, Herald of Archaon, that Grimgor's army would meet its match at the Battle of High Pass. Grimgor and Crom dueled each other for hours on end, neither warlord able to best the other. Their armies collided, men and orcs dying in their hundreds, their thousands. The battle would last until nightfall, but at the end of it, the Greenskins had routed, unable to overcome the ferocity of the Northmen. The duel between Grimgor and Crom showed no sign of ending, however, until finally Crom stepped back, allowing Grimgor to survey the remnants of his army fleeing the battle. Seething with rage, Grimgor reluctantly turned to join his troops. In the aftermath of the battle, Grimgor came to a realization. It wasn't him that lost, it was his army. Really, it was the fault of all those weak gobbos. After personally purging any remaining goblins from his surviving force, Grimgor led his remaining Ardboyz into the realms of Kislev and the Empire. Only the strongest orcs could join this new war, and so Grimgor's army swelled with numerous black orcs and orc biggins. It was time to show everyone that Grimgor was the best. There are only two real limitations to a proper Ardboyz army. One, no filthy goblins. Big is best for these boys, so you can take pretty much any orc unit you'd like. Apart from savage orcs, that's the second limit. Not enough armor on those weird gits, I suppose. The 6th edition Storm of Chaos list allowed for goblin war machines as long as they were upgraded to have an orc bully. So if you want to stretch things a bit, you can make use of those. Just keep an orc boss nearby or something. So, obviously, Grimgor himself is going to be the top pick for leading an army of Ardboyz in battle. The buffs he can provide to Black Orcs with his Warlord trait and Black Orc Wrecking Ball skill, as well as Big Uns with the Bigger and Ardor skill, are incredibly handy. Not to mention the fact that he himself is an absolute powerhouse of a monster in melee combat. An additional bonus is his unique Immortals banner, used to represent his grizzled Black Orc bodyguard unit, the original Ardboyz, and the iron-hard core of his army. Outside of Grimgor, though, you're pretty much limited to orc war bosses. Stick them on a wyvern, however, and you'll be able to send this beatstick into whatever combat you'd like. Great for taking out your opponent's pathetic ranged or artillery units. Keeping with the no goblin theme, your heroes are limited to black orc big bosses and orc shamans from the standard roster. The expanded roster mod adds in regular orc bosses which you can use. They're pretty much the same as their Black Orc versions, only with less armor. If your army is led by Grimgor, you're better off with a Black Orc Big Boss, and naming him Borgut Facebeater. If it's led by a regular Orc War Boss, for theming, go with the Orc Boss. I'm not 100% sure if Grimgor would have river troll hags in his army, he generally has a low tolerance for magic users and their tricks, but he does make use of regular trolls. You guys can decide on that for yourselves. For the rest of your units, you're free to use... Okay, deep breath. Orc Boys, Orc Biggins, Orc Ardboyz, Black Orcs, Boar Boys, Boar Boy Biggins, Boar Chariots, Trolls, and Giants. Always remember that bigger is best, so I'd highly recommend lots of Black Orcs, Biggins, Boars, and Giants. The expanded roster mod adds in some additional units you can use. Starting with Orc Boys, you'll be able to take Orc Boys with spears to add in some defensive anti-cavalry units with a decent melee defense and anti-large. Biggins also get a new variant in Orc Biggins with shields. These will provide you a more solid unit to build a battle line with, as they have more defensive stats, with their shields adding missile blocking as well. They're not as offensively focused as regular Biggins, but they are definitely a nice addition for forming a battle line. The true stars of this army, Black Orcs get two variants in the expanded roster mod. The first are Black Orcs with shields. These are similar to the Biggins with shields in that they gain some defensive melee stats and missile blocking, but lose some offensive stats. The other variant are Black Orcs with additional hand weapons. If you are up against hordes of infantry, these are your go-to units. While they lack the armor-piercing damage of normal Black Orcs with great weapons, they gain an anti-infantry bonus which will let them chew through any lightly armored infantry unit they come across. Lastly, the Grimgor's Ardboyz list provided a new unit you could take, known as an effigy of Gork. It was a giant rock hewed into the shape of Gork by Grimgor himself. On the tabletop, it was an immobile statue that provided some bonuses to your units. The best equivalent to this would be the Rogue Idols. They're basically mobile animated versions of the effigies, and so are a perfect fit for any Ardboyz list.
That's enough messing about. Let's see these boys in action.
Here we are, starting up with Big Stompy, and a legion of Black Orcs coming in behind him. These modded units look amazing. I love the extra hand weapons. I love the shields on these guys. Like, absolutely adore me some heavy infantry with shields. We got Grimgor up there with the Crimson Killers. We got another Big Stompy leading another batch of Black Orcs who are cresting the hill. And there, oh, the orcs are loud. There's the line of Chaos Warriors. We got some Boar Boys, Boar Boy Biggins, I should say, on the flanks there, attacking some knights. Here, the Chaos Warriors redressing their lines, trying to meet the charge of the orcs. Got some spells going off on Big Stompy, but he don't care. He's gonna come in for a big old hug. Oh, I love the animations for the Rogue Idols. Black Orcs coming in. Big old belly flop. This is pure madness already. Here we go. Both sides, we got units charging in. There's Grimgor leading the front. The Crimson Killers and his Black Orc Big Boss right behind him. Some Marauders trying to intercept. Big hit with Grimgor. Decapitated a poor schmuck right there. He was having a ball. I don't even know what's going on. Good lord, Crimson Killer's in. Grimgor wanting some revenge against these spiky Yumis. Rogue Idols just throwing rocks at people, it seems. Well, it looks like Grimgor's got his eyes. Oh, he just chopped that dude's head off. He's got his sights on the, oh, he knocked one of his own boys out of the way. He's ready to go. Got his sights on old not Bardic Crom. He's just knocking his own boys away. I love it. This Chaos Lord is not having a good time. Looks like he's trying to escape. Just casually walk away. Pretend that no one notices. Oh, another belly flop in the back. Grimgor circling around. Another big hit. Chaos Lord is trying to get away. Decapitation! Looks like Grimgor got his revenge. Big Stompy just having a good old time. Oh, we got some Chaos Warrior Halberds engaged with him. And looks like we've got some Great Weapon Chaos Warriors charging in. Charging into this absolute mess of a melee. Black Orc Great Weapons chopping away. Crimson Killers chopping away. Got some Marauders coming in. Grimgor still having a ball. We got another big Stompy over on the flank. It seems like these Black Orcs finished off whatever they were fighting and are slowly making their way to the main fight. Here's the Orc Shaman about to cast something. Oh, big old foot of Gork! Knocked over some Chaos Warriors over there. We got another fight here, one-on-one. Release. More Chaos Warriors against these Black Orcs. They're not gonna... I think they're running, actually. Lots of axes waving up in the air. These boys having a great old time. I can't even tell what's going on. Chaos Warriors. Oh no, these are Chosen. Chosen with great weapons. Chaos Warriors mixed... No, Chosen with shields. Mixed in. Black Orcs, Crimson Killers. Everyone's just covered in blood. Now we got some more Marauders charging in. Crimson Killer's not really going to care, though. Got more Black Orcs. There's just a tide of Black Orcs just hanging out here. What is that? More Black Orcs charging in. There they go. Big Stompy living up to his name in the background. I don't think these Chaos Warriors have long for this world. We got another big Stompy lumbering in. Looks like they're running. Chaos lines have broken. Oh, there's Grimgor. That was a good old fight. Thank you all so much for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more content like this, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends, as it will really help out the channel. If you have any feedback, or if there are any particular topics you'd like to see covered, let me know in the comments. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!